Hey everyone, welcome to the Vince and Al podcast. I'm Vince,
And I'm Al.
and welcome to our Labor Day special. Uh,
Yeah, well,
for those who are tuning in, happy Labor Day. um, it's yeah.
yeah, that's yeah. Ooh, yeah, Labor Day. Let's go.
Woo. Okay. Uh, yeah.
Well, Labor Day is very intriguing, isn't it, huh?
Sure is.
But Vince and I actually, before before wanting to do this, I always knew Labor day off kind of thing where we did deals and sales, but I never really knew what Labor Day was. And Vince and I thought it was important, necessary to touch base on what it is, the history, and what we think about it now that we know about it. So I'm actually going to give a quick definition on what is Labor Day, and then Vince is going to touch base, like I said, on what the history behind it and why we have it today. So Labor Day is a public holiday or day of festivity, depending on where you are, and it's held in honor of the working people, both in the U.S. and Canada. And both in the U.S. and Canada is the first Monday in September. Other countries usually is May 1st. So that's yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to share some about it now?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
All right, cool. I don't know if you were done or not. All right,
Oh
yeah.
no.
Okay. Good to know. Um, so for a lot of people, take Labor Day as is yeah, it's just a day off. A lot of people say it's the end of summer, and then it jump starts in the fall. And they're not necessarily wrong. Labor Day it originally started. Can't really find a date, but this is some old stuff. Yeah, I don't sound too knowledgeable about it, but uh, it's originally started as a street parade where communities they followed up by a festival for the recreation um, or an amusement for the workers and their families, because of all their hard work. It became a pattern of celebrations for Labor Day. Speeches were quite prominent by men and women, and a lot of emphasis was placed upon economic and civil significance to the holiday. Um, it's really just it's an emphasis on as it kind of says in the title, labor or work. It's I wasn't able to dig up too much stuff about it, but it's really how you'd have President's Day and you would be like thankful for all what the presidents have done. It's almost like you almost get a day off because of all your hard work, if that kind of
Yeah,
makes sense.
that's basically what it is. It's not one of the biggest holidays. Many people look forward to it. Like I said, I'm already getting notifications on sales for Labor Day, and it's the last weekend for the pool. You get a Monday off. It's like I said, it's not one of the bigger holidays. Like Memorial Day. Memorial Day, I think, symbolizes what men and women have been able to do, here in our country, but overseas, to protect our freedom, to ensure our liberty, stuff like that. But I think Labor Day, in a way, is also very, very important because I kind of draw, how our nation functions. I kind of draw the comparison to a body. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's like as if someone's job is the heart. Someone's job is the lungs. People's job is all the way to being their fingernails. It's the small things or the big things, and everyone collectively, they put in the effort that's needed and the hard work that's needed, to have the body function, or to have our country function. And I think it's just a way to recognize all the hard work people have put in.
I think that Labor Day it's a pretty prominent holiday because so many people do go to work every single
That,
day. They
yeah,
provide physical labor almost every single day. So it's prominent. I guess you would say that it doesn't have a rich history close to like what a Christmas or Easter might have. You know what I mean? because there's
Yeah.
more of a story to go along with that holiday. But nonetheless, it's still it's a celebration. It's a holiday of celebrating. That's almost what the definition of a holiday is. So it's I wouldn't say it's any like I wouldn't say it's beneath most holidays, but I guess it's just not too much to explain. It's just it's almost like giving a giant thanks to all the people that work so hard. Um,
Yeah. I
and
think.
I'll go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You
Okay.
had a little thought.
All right. Um, I don't know if this is ever gonna reach that medium or that audience, but if anyone's ever listening to this and like a teacher or one of my parents or a brother or something like that, thank you so much for all the hard work you do for me because it doesn't go unappreciated.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, it's something I don't think we hear enough thank yous on Labor Day. Like I said, I think it's overlooked, the true meaning behind it. I personally I'm part of that. I overlooked it until I really looked into what it is about. So yeah, thank you to just everyone who has a job. I know a job is for you to make money, but in the grand scheme of things, without you having that job, if you look at like my body comparison, each job is important, and without someone, without teachers, where would our country be? Without police officers, those are the public things, but without Bill Gates, without Microsoft, without Apple, without Chevy, without, for even Pepsi, all those things, without those kind of jobs, our country would look completely different. And it's just like, without an organ of sorts, we would be a completely different organism. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's overlooked, like I said. But thank you to everyone, everyone who has had a job, because this is your day of recognition. And yeah.
Absolutely. I also think it's Labor Day is very good for business reasons. You already mentioned it has a lot of sales, but as I also mentioned, it's pretty much that last final push of summer before it starts to become more of a fall season. I was doing some reading, um, and I clicked off the website already. But the website was saying is that there's a 65% sale decrease in hot dogs after Labor Day, and there's a 65% increase in pumpkin spice lattes at Starbucks after Labor Day. So
Interesting.
that clearly says that hot dogs is a summertime food and pumpkin spice latte that's a fall drink.
It
So
does kind of like as that barrier. Like I said, it's your last weekend you get into the pool. And, once the pool is done, even though there's still, I feel like, a couple weeks left of summer, that feeling is gone. School's back. Family who are used to having their kids at home, now the kids at school, so, back to working. Teachers are back to work. All those things. So it has that, it is, like you said, that transition between summer and fall. So it does serve multiple purposes.
yeah, it's definitely a transition holiday because this one is summer to fall. How you'd have like a Valentine's Day is or Thanksgiving is kind of a fall to winter. Valentine's Day is from like a winter to spring, and then Memorial Day is like spring to summer.
Yeah. So I know we're kind of running out of, things we can talk about later. I think
Right.
what we did wouldn't. I think it wasn't necessary for us to at least thank people and recognize, the true meaning behind it, what Labor Day is behind. I do have a question for you. It just came to mind. Um, with the topic of holidays, Vince, what is your favorite holiday?
Ooh,
And why?
okay. Favorite holiday, hands down, would have to be Christmas. Not because I'm a greedy kid, but because I like to give gifts more than I like to receive gifts. Um, the past 2 years, I've been buying people gifts with my own money for several years now, but these
It
past
has.
2 years, I've actually had confidence in giving my gift because I feel like I know that person so well now, and I was able to give them something I knew would truly make them happy. And that to me is the true meaning of Christmas. And it's just that you don't get that with any other holiday, I don't think. The opportunity to make someone feel absolutely incredible and to make someone feel like they're not forgotten. I think that's something so powerful. How about you? What's your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday, hands down, is my birthday. I, yeah,
Something wrong with
I know
that?
my birthday, everyone should know it. Uh, I might go with Jesus' birthday, Christmas. I do agree that is my favorite holiday, but just to spice things up, I do also like, let me see, I love Thanksgiving because that's also a favorite holiday. Um, I like Thanksgiving I just have a lot of great memories of it. I love food. That's one of them. Just to see what everyone's thankful of, we have a tradition with my extended family where everyone goes around the table. We have a decent amount of people, so it's a good amount of time, and everyone says what they're thankful for, and so you get a perspective of what people are thankful for, what they are thankful for. So I think for me lately, on with the thankfulness, I've had like a change in mentality where even the small things, even things that may look negative, I'm thankful for because it can change, it changes my life, and it also can shape me to become a better person. I kind of took that to a different level, but I do like Thanksgiving because of the thankfulness and how people receive, and how they express gratitude. I like food, also like football. So always had those annual turkey bowls, and I don't know, it's just another, and then I love Black Friday right afterwards. So my family, we right after Thanksgiving, late into the night, we then go into Black Friday shopping, which is awesome.
Right.
That's what,
Go ahead. Sorry.
no, so that's my favorite. Yeah.
I thought that was really well thought out. It's when I hear Thanksgiving, we don't really celebrate it with family. It's just my, my mom, dad, and my brother. So it's just the four of us. There's nothing wrong with that. And sometimes my grandpa might come over. That's absolutely incredible because we know each other so well that it just has to be the four of us just to have a great holiday. Um, but to me, it's I don't know. I always feel like it's like once you eat, it's kind of over. Uh, but hearing someone else's take on the holiday, that makes me like really happy because I've never really seen it in that light before. So I liked that. That was a thanks for
Yeah.
letting me in on that one.
It's so fun. And that's the cool thing about holidays. Every person has their traditions, has their views, and has their takes on particular holidays. But Vince, you remember that one time we spent Thanksgiving together?
I do remember that. That's going way back. That had to have been that was fifth grade, right? Or fourth?
Um, Man, I might even think it could have been sixth grade or seventh grade.
It actually could have been. You might be right there.
That
Because
was that was a cool.
I had my contacts in at that point. Because I remember we had a picture, and I got my contacts in sixth grade.
Yeah, yeah. And then we played what's it called, that one dance game on the week.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, good times.
That was
That little talk right there about Thanksgiving will make more sense when you hear midweek segment number 3. Um,
okay.
for both this, Vince hasn't heard it, and you guys haven't heard it, but it is a cool. I'm transitioning. I'm not advertising my midweek segment, but it did tie in a little bit what we just had there. But um, holidays overall in general are awesome. I love holidays because whether they're big or small, whether they have a lot of importance, whether they don't, there's always that time to reflect. They always give you that time to reflect and spend time with the people that you care about and have, just a rest. Most holidays you get a 3-day weekend or, an extended weekend or something like that.
No, you're absolutely right, and I think you said that. You said that perfectly.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think we're going to end this one a little shorter, there's not really much to Labor Day.
Right.
Kind of a loser holiday, but no, it's an awesome holiday, and again, thanks everyone for their service, not in the military, but the service in the workforce. So thank you guys so much, and it just means it's just awesome to think about all the people, all the men and women who have sacrificed their time. Their time.
I mean,
Better.
I mean that there's families everywhere you look. I will guarantee you when you go to a movie theater, you're probably gonna see around 20, and 20 might not sound like a lot. You might see more, might see less, but regardless, any family, they're all hardworking to get to where they are. It's all, I mean, movie theater is just an example. Point is though, you're surrounded by a bunch of hardworking people, and a day to sit back and to recognize that's pretty nice. And not a lot of people might just see it, or a lot of people might see it as just a day off, but we wanted just to kind of thank those who do work so hard. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. Hal, anything you wanted to say?
Yeah, I see episode 8, actually midweek segment number 3.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
See you guys.